Hello guys, this is Bow and Arrow Tarot coming in with the Scorpio mid-October love check-in. Alright Scorpios, you're up next. Now, this mid-October I'm going to be using the Celtic Cross variation for the mid-love check-in, mid-month love check-in. And of course this is just to see where you're at in your relationship right now in this middle period of the month. Could be from anywhere from now to the 20th or 21st, that middle sort of 2-week period. All right, Scorpio. King of Swords at the center, crossed by the Queen. Wow. All right. Let's get right into it. 7 of Cups at the top, and we have 8 of Cups at the bottom. Four of Pentacles, and we have Page of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is going to be the Knight of Wands. So a feeling of enthusiasm coming in, right? A feeling of wanting to push forward with your ambitious desires, etc., right? Nice energy. Let's move this over here real quick. All right, guys. All right, so do excuse the background noise. So at the center of the reading, what do we have? We have a king crossed by a queen, right? In a love connection, this is a perfect connection, right? This is someone that you have an excellent mental sort of compatibility with, right? At the center, of course, is King of Swords. King of Swords is the great rule maker. He comes in with his sword to distinguish between the truth and the lie, or whatever the case may be. He's not the one that you can come in front of and give him a bunch of bullshit. He's the rule maker. He's the disciplinarian as well. This is you, Scorpio, covered by your queen, who also requires honesty in all things, but the queen is watery and the king is fiery. And so with the queens are always water. With the watery aspect of swords, we're talking about a queen who connects her heart with the mental, with the truth. She needs to be able to show her heart in the way that she communicates and presents herself. The king seeks the truth in all situations. The queen seeks the truth in your identity and who you are, how you present yourself to the world. She talks about cutting away false masks. She cuts away her own false mask and insists that you show her your true self as well. It's a very beautiful combination to be crossed by the two. I'm going to say Scorpio, and this isn't gender specific, all right? But Scorpio, it's almost as if you've met your perfect partner and your energies are absolutely aligned. Now, in the forefront of your mind is middle of the month. You're doing a lot of daydreaming, right? You're doing a lot of daydreaming about the future, about possibilities. But the 7 of Cups reminds us to be careful to keep yourself rooted in reality, right? Because 7 is the number for dreams and hopes and aspirations. But with 7 of Cups, we start to daydream about things that really aren't realistic. We start to think that we want these things to satisfy us, right? But what do we have? A castle, jewels, victory, vanity. These things all seem to be very shallow, materialistic things that we believe will make us happy, that we believe will fill our hearts, but they won't. And so with 7 of Cups, we just talk about be careful what you wish for. You know, not all that glitters is not gold, and all that glitters will simply not make your heart happy, right? You may think so, but it doesn't. Underneath, you're feeling very much like you may be wanting to set some boundaries, Scorpio. In the back of your mind, I'm going to say almost as if this connection you have here with this person is almost, it's getting you to sort of daydream in a way about possibilities, right? But I'm not sure that you're comfortable with that, Scorpio. I'm not sure that you're comfortable with this level of just being kind of uncontained in your desires. You know what I mean, Scorpio? Because this 8 is a number for boundaries and strengths and weaknesses. And in the back of your mind, you're feeling very much like you need to put boundaries in place so that this relationship ascends to a higher level. So that it's not just about the looks or the money or the status, right? Right? There's certain things, a certain standard that you require from your lover, and there's a certain sort of level of communication that you want from them for you to be able to have a deeper connection with them. That's what 8 of Cups is all about. You know, it's about putting boundaries in place, putting a standard in place that people must live up to so that you can weed out the ones that aren't anywhere close to really giving you what you need, right? This is not to say that you just cut somebody off when they don't live up to your expectations. What we're talking about here is basic boundaries and standards that we have for ourselves, and then you build upon that, of course. But you're not just going to take anybody's behavior. You're not going to take anybody just treating you any kind of way, right? There's a certain basic level of respect that you require from anyone being in your life. And this is something that you're very much thinking about. You're wondering about that now, these boundaries right now, right? These could be boundaries emotionally. They could be physical boundaries as well. You may be wishing to live with somebody, or you may be wishing to have a different level of communication. You may be wanting them to give you more space in certain areas and to come closer in other areas. This is all set up with the 8 of Cups. And so you're thinking about that this period. Interestingly enough, for Cancer, both of these cards came out. We're doing the water signs today. Move this down a little bit so you can see it all. But both of these came up. And so we have 4 of Pentacles and 8 of Cups. So 4 of Pentacles talks about a feeling of worrying about money, worrying about your financial status. Lately, Scorpio, in the most recent past and probably up until now, you've been very worried about that. You feel as though perhaps your financial status is being threatened. Maybe things aren't working out exactly the way you had wanted, or perhaps business is slow, depending on what your career, your business is. Whatever the case may be, right now, and the most recent past 4 being the number of stability, you have felt as though your financial stability has been threatened and you need to hold on to what you have. Coming in for you this mid-month, though, is Page of Pentacles. And this is somebody who's very, very practical. This could indeed be your partner, right? Now, let me just be clear. This seems to be indicative of your partnership, but this is also just energy that's crossing you as well, right? And so if it's not indicative of your partnership, right, in a sense, we're still talking about the need to drop masks, to show who you are to your person, because that's what Queen of Swords is all about. And the King of Swords, of course, is the master, is the dominant one. He's definitely a dominant figure. So certainly you're a dominant figure in the relationship, and truth is important to you. But I just wanted to make that quick distinction, right? That this, of course, could be representative of your partner, could just simply be representative of the energy that's crossing you this month. Now, your partner may also come in resonating with Page of Pentacles in a sense that someone is coming in to help you out with this financial situation. They're coming in with very practical advice. They're able to help you because the Page of Pentacles is the great sort of problem solver. They come in with really good advice. They come in with help, with support. You know, when you're trying to achieve something, you know, this could be like as simple as if you're trying to fix something in a house and this person knows how to do it. Or if you're trying to fix your finances and this person has ideas for you, or solutions for you, or whatever, you know, the case may be. This is a very sort of, I'm going to say, a grounded, earthy, right, individual who comes in with very grounded support for you. Very logical, right, easy to implement solutions. And so in this way, I'm going to say that right now, Scorpio, in this mid-month period, one of the most important things for you is really to open up about who you truly are with your partner, to set a standard for the relationship, certainly with this King of Swords. And if this is a new relationship, that makes a lot of sense, to set standards and boundaries. What boundaries are we going to adhere to and not? right? What do you require from this person? And certainly full honesty. And as far as the money issue is concerned, this is going to work itself out, because I'm pretty sure that this Page of Pentacles is your partner, and you're dealing with a partner who is very practical and helpful in that way. And I'm going to pull out 4 cards just to clarify those 4 cards around the center. For Scorpio mid-October love check-in. There we go. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have 3 of Swords. So there's a worry about things not really going well, right? There's a worry about maybe fighting or arguing, cheating even, right? But certainly, more than anything, a worry about somebody not being honest in their communication, not being faithful, really, right? Let's move these down here so we can see all the cards. All right. So at the top, we have 9 of Wands. And so 9 of Wands talks about really looking over. You have 2 9s, actually. 9 of Wands and 9 of Swords. So you've been alone. This is for some of you Scorpios. You may have been on your own for quite some time. 9 of Wands talks about a period of your life of a lot of difficulty, right? A lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of burdens that you've had to carry and shoulder. And you're seeing that now. You're seeing, you know, I think for some of you Scorpios, you're realizing some of the baggage that you've held on to from past relationships that you may be bringing into this one. And so once you get to a 9 of Wands, you start to recognize that, you very quickly come next to the 10 of Wands and you lay those burdens, that baggage down. You say goodbye to a really, really difficult time of your life. I'm going to say this is really nice energy, actually, Scorpio, because it means that that period of your life that has been very, very difficult, very hard on you, maybe romantically, right, with regard to relationships, you're seeing what went wrong now. You're looking back on it, you're seeing what went wrong, and this new relationship is really giving you the strength, and this is the card for strength, the strength to push through and say goodbye to that period of your life and welcome a more harmonious period in your life, free of this baggage. In the back of your mind, we have a Knight of Swords coming in over that 8 of Cups. So it's all about... Knight of Swords is quite interesting because the Knight of Swords comes in as a great protector. You know, they're kind of like the bodyguard. They're the one who comes in to save the day, in a sense. You know, oftentimes when you're dealing with people who are, you know, not treating you well, not being honest with you, lying to you perhaps, right? Knight of Swords energy can come in to kind of cut through that and remind you that you don't have to deal with that. They're kind of your, you know, your great motivational, motivational sort of friend or energy that comes in to remind you that, you know, your thoughts and your ideas are valid. Don't let somebody else sort of make you feel like you're being crazy about what you want. And this is very valid with the 8 of Cups, Scorpio. Some of you Scorpios, when you talk to your partner about the boundaries and borders and what you require, they may try to turn around and gaslight you, but they can't do that with the Knight of Swords, because Knight of Swords is going to come in and say, I'm right. I know what I want. The Knight of Swords is very supportive in that way. The Knight of Swords is supportive of your thoughts and your communication. And when you doubt yourself, the Knight of Swords comes in to remind you that there's no need to doubt yourself. You're on the right track. You have a 9 of Swords here. And so with this 4 of Pentacles, most recently, Scorpio, you have really been worrying about finances. Really worrying about finances. You've really been stressing yourself out. Some of you may have been having sleepless nights. It could be that you're thinking, like I said, that your finances may not be up to scratch or up to a standard to support this relationship or to support these dreams that you have, these wishes, right? Could be that your person has certain dreams and wishes. They may be saying, oh, I want to go on a trip, I want a house, I want this or whatever. And you're realizing that, and you know that the money you have is not going to live up to that. So you're really worried that this is going to impact your relationship. For some of you, Scorpio. Of course, this isn't going to resonate with all of you. And when I say these things, when I talk in this way, I'm talking to the person who's resonating with this reading. Now, futility comes in. Your person is coming in to help you out in a really practical way, but what covers it is a sense of futility with the Seven of Wands. Take care, Scorpio, not to continue to completely dismiss somebody when they try to help you, right? This will be a futile attempt at solving the financial issue if you won't listen or work with your Page of Pentacles, right? And Seven of Swords is futile because it's haste. It's hasty, it's cutting corners, it's trying to do things too quickly, right? And this energy here is what's going to stop you from achieving what you need or fixing what you need to fix to be comfortable, right? So try to be open when this Page of Pentacles energy comes in, whether this is your lover or another person who wants to help you. Right? Because otherwise, if you're not willing to be open and to listen, then it's going to be a futile attempt, and you're going to continue to do these other things in your life, perhaps, right? That aren't working to solve this sort of threat to your stability, right? Could be that for some of you, you're dealing with a business that's now no longer relevant in this new age, and you're having to change, you're having to update, whatever the case may be. But this is your reading, okay? And like I said, this is a really nice, strong mental connection for you this month. But again, you know, the finances and the worry about the finances is really utmost important. And again, I feel like up here with the Seven of Cups, it could very well be that you're trying to live up to the hopes and wishes of your partner, which is also kind of a futile attempt if you're not on the same page about the money that you're going to need to support that. All right, guys, this is it. Mid-October love check-in for Scorpio. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and share. All of that good stuff. But for right now, Scorpio, have a wonderful rest of October with your lover, and I will see you in November for the November love forecast. Bye-bye, guys.